I just got the new Mosko Moto Alpine R60 liter luggage. Thought I'd do a quick review. So far I'm pretty impressed with it. I've always thought Mosko Moto makes high quality gear, but the 40 liter is too small to provide the level of comfort I want, and the 80 liter is too big for a small dirt bike like this without a rear rack. The 60 I'm hoping is just right. It was still a tight fit. I've usually been at about 70 liters, so I had to shrink a few things, but I'm pretty impressed with the bags. They're well made. They're double layer of waterproofing. The straps all have retainers, and the important straps are all metal. And another nice thing is all the components are replaceable, so if you ruin a strap you can replace it, which is nice. This is my 5th set of luggage, and I've ruined 2 of them in the past. One of them, my left side strap came undone and the bag got shredded by the tire, so it ruined the luggage, the dry bag, and my sleeping bag. And another one, the bag sagged and melded on the exhaust. That one I was able to repair, but it was still inconvenient. So these side bags are 22.5 liters. You could overfill them a little if you had to, but I tried not to. The top bag is 15 liters and it's easy to remove. It's got 4 straps that buckle on. So the way I've packed it, on the left side, away from the exhaust, I have my sleep system, my tent, air mattress, and my sleeping bag and pillow. On the right side, I have my cook set, my stove, bowl and cup and spoon, dish soap, that sort of thing, as well as a puffer jacket and my raincoat right on top, so it's easy to get at. A rain fly and my camp chair. So I'm not an ultralight. If I was ultralight I'd get the 40 liter, but I want to be lightweight, and so the 60 seems about right. Let's see, also in the left side I have my shoes. I have some small camp shoes, and then the top bag has all of my clothing, my pajamas, camp clothes, as well as my CPAP machine. And I put all that in the top bag so I can just take it off, take it in the tent, or if I'm staying in a motel I can just carry that into the motel and don't have to unpack the other bags. I also have underneath here a Tusk tent pole bag that has my tent poles and my silky saw, and so I can easily get at my saw if I need to. I put this on to push the left side out to kind of simulate the bulk on the other side of the muffler, and so it sits a lot more balanced. To do that I had to cut some slots in the plastic, which most people probably wouldn't want to do. I actually cut them years ago and made use of them. On the rear attachment I've had these lash tabs for previous luggage. I'm just using those. But another option on these KTMs is you can just put a strap right here that slides between the top fender and the tail light piece. It just slides in there. Makes it really easy to put on and off. I left my rear fender windy rear fender tool bag with a few tools like tire irons and wire ties and a few things just to raise it up to simulate if I had a rear rack, which helps because these saddles are so long. Without that, it gets down too close and interferes with my feet. So I raised it up with that tool bag, pulled it back a little bit farther than I originally wanted in order to give me plenty of room here. I also mounted a D-ring on this clutch cover bolt to attach the straps, so I don't have to worry about it getting too close to the exhaust. So hopefully that'll work. In addition to that luggage, I've got a tank bag that's got things I want to get at. It also has my main tools, which are quite heavy. I wanted to get some of the weight up front, so I actually have about 20 pounds up front and 40 pounds in the back. So I've got my CPAP battery up here so I can charge it while I ride, a solar lantern, some ropes, miscellaneous items, sunscreen, bug spray, and extra gloves, cold weather and hot weather gloves. And then on the side of the gas tank, I've got 1.5 liters of water on each side, so 3 liters of water. And again, I put that up front because of the weight, get it off the back. And then I've got a dirt bike gear front fender bag that has a front and rear spare tube for the tubeless insert, as well as my fuel transfer hose. Then in my backpack, I have another 3 liters of water, GMRS radio, the Bluetooth connects to my headset and my helmet, and some first aid supplies, toilet paper, snacks, and all of my food. So I put the food in here so that it'll get lighter as the trip goes on. I have 2 days worth of food, and I can resupply as needed. On the left side, the strap just goes around the frame below the bolt that holds the chain guard, and that keeps it from sliding up, because if it slides up, it'll interfere with my leg. So I'm pretty impressed with this. The first time I've been able to pack for a trip where I didn't have a bunch of extra bags hanging on the outside. So it's a lot more cleaner, and hopefully it'll ride really well. So I'll give a follow-up report after my ride next week, and we'll see how it does.